forgot my my iPad already. Oh. Hey, Sean, is my iPad sitting there? I guess. Will you bring it to me? I don't know why I forgot it. I can't even do a video without it. Thank you so much. Jeez Louise. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, hello. All right. Let's get it. Whoops. I finished this journal, so my Christmas one I did. If you've been following along, I've been making this one for a little while now. In between all my stuff that I do. I'm just trying to get it in the center there, and then we'll get going. Let me close up on it a little bit. That way it's easier to see some details. Let's wait and catch up to my lag here. And then I'll get my tape measure out. See if that's a little better, huh? Okay, so 1930s, or maybe it's a 1907. I don't know. We'll see. But somewhere around there. Early 1900s, just book, and it's red and it says Christmas on it. And I found it at this sale, and oh my God, all the books were like $2 or something like that. And she had so many old Christmas ones. I couldn't stand it. So it says Christmas on the front. I just love it. And of course, it was all old and yucky. So I'm the perfect person for that. So I gutted it and everything. And then I'm keeping all the parts I like, you know, for funsies. And then I'm going to make a journal out of it. So that's what I did. Trying to get it just right here. So let's see. It feels like it's just regular size, you know. 9 by 6 3/4. Pretty much normal size. That's why I was just like, oh gosh, I have to have that one. So that's one of the book pages that was in there. And I just like it. Table, you know, and the candles and the ornaments and church steeple outside and all that. So I just think it's nice. And then I put these tabbies on because I like that fabric. What's that fabric called? Ticking fabric? Is that what it's called? I don't know. And then I sewed in the sewing machine. I sewed this down here a couple of times just for kicks because it was so old and stuff. And then that's why I put these on here too. So they're glued and sewed on too to help hold it all together and stuff like that. And then I just used muslin that I stamped with Christmas words and such. And then I put the little bells on here. And then it's all, you know, raggy and shaggy on the ends. So that's just some good muslin for that. And then it was getting pretty fat. And I didn't want to put any more stress on the spine. So I left the plaid, which I quite like now. Kind of fun. And then I don't know what kind of spine you want to call this. It's kind of a hidden spine. I don't know. I kind of made my own deal there. It's kind of funny. It does have the flaps that go way out, you know, and I did sew into it, but I did it. Usually when you do a hidden spine, you glue it in, which I did, but then I sewed right through the whole thing. I don't know. I can't explain it, I guess, but anyway, there is fabric that goes way out here, the wings, and that's why I used the plaid to cover up the wings. So it's got fabric in there and some 2 layers of cardstock and stuff, and then it's wrapped in muslin and then sewed and stuff, you know. And it'll hold the weight of one signature. So, and I did the plaid in the back, distressed plaid, and then I inked the edges, and then I sewed with the red thread all the way around for funsies. Okay. So it's listed in my Etsy shop, and the link is there in the description. So you've seen, well, if you follow along, I make all the tags and all the stuff for my books. I show them on YouTube and stuff, and then, it's kind of fun because you can see it all being made. And I just glued right here. It's an ornament, so you can put some stuff there if you wanted to, but I wasn't sure just because it's getting so fat. And then all the coffee stain papers are also listed in my shop for signatures. Holiday paper packs, they're called. And that's what I used for the signatures in this one. So the coffee stain papers I love with all the fringes on the bottom. And then it's just coffee stained holiday. I think this was like, computer paper that you just buy. And then I just coffee stained it on one of my cool pans. And then I just left it because that's your writing spot. And then I put this vintage, this is an 1800s piece postcard in there. And there's actually writing and stuff on the back. I was conflicted, but it matched so nice, so I did it. And then I put in one of my pieces of paper there, from the sales that I have, my monthly paper sales from the holiday paper pack. I just wanted to get the green going up there, And then I like my little guy. And I did a video on these too and what I did with these. And the cardstock is from my paper sales too. And then this has the deer with the presents. I just like the deer with these like landscapes, with the houses and stuff. I don't know, I just like it. And the little pine cones and things. I don't know, I just like the whole deal. And then this is an envelope, so there's like a pocket back here and it's glued from the other side, so you can definitely put things there. And I had stuff there, but like I said, it got so fat I didn't want to stress the spine out anymore. So I took it out and just left it. So maybe you can take some things out and put some things in and see what you think, So anyways, I love my grungy coffee stained envelopes. I'm obsessed with envelopes, as you may know. And then this is just something, a sticker or something. And then I put these, they're just big magazine papers that I coffee stain with, like, this has got the sticky buns and the raisins and the icing, so I just like that Christmas morning feeling is what I'm trying to do. And then here's your writing spot with the coffee stained on my dot pan papers, And that's kind of how I like to set my journals up, is where you have a writing side and like a fun side. That's just like kind of how I do it, So this is another sheet of computer paper with the hollyberry and ivies around, and I just coffee stain on the dot pan. And my pans are getting so old now that I've been using them for like 10 years now. So now they're starting to like, I can just lay them on there now and they get this dark patina because I think and I'm getting rust now too. So I'm really happy. Just took me 10 years, but that's okay. But anyways, and then this is vintage sheet music too. I forget year it was, but it's Hark the Herald Angels Sing song. So I put like angels here, and you can open it up and there's like the angels and the Mary and baby Jesus scene and just some collaging I did. This is on a coin envelope, so it flips down like this with the choir boys. And then the envelope on the inside, you can tuck stuff in. And then I just put the tag in the back with the holly and ivy on the back to mimic this side. And it's one of my Tim Holtz gals, the winter gals. She's cute. I put her back there. And then this page I did a tab of the stamp and off your envelope, I rip it off. So that's kind of fun. Oh, I realized I was close now and you couldn't even see that. I was too close. Oh, well. Christmas traditions, and I put gesso right here just so that you had a writing spot. Otherwise, you can take this out. But I love this little kid in bed, like looking out the window, and there's like a little elf sitting there waiting for her to go to sleep so he can like do his work. And then the tuck spot right here, I think that's a Tim Holtz piece. It's Christmas lights, catalog numbers, and Santa and his sleigh and stuff. So I'm trying to do like, you know, Christmas Eve or something. And then I like the stamp tabby. Quilt, as you go, stained glass. And it was a Christmas design, so that's in here. And then it says notes with the greenery and the bells hanging down. And I put the lace here, and it flips up onto the sage green. It's kind of a sage green. You can tell for your writing spots on that. And then the vintage greeting card, which I love those. I just think this is funny. Somebody cut the name out, so they must have been mad at them. I'll save the card, but I'm cutting their name out, you know. I just think it's so funny. But anyways, these old cards, you know, they open up and open up. So if a person wanted to write and write, you know, you can just write and write in there. And then I just wanted to mimic the red and white stripes. So that's why I put that ticking on the top. And then the berries and stuff. And the greetings. Those are those vintage to from tags. I love those. And then that's the cardstock from my sales. So that's fun. And that's that sage green. I just love that. And then this is like old school. See, 1800s kind of paper. And I just, computer paper, I guess. And I just copy stained it. I don't know. I found a bunch of Christmas like computer paper in this big bundle at the sale. And I was like, I'm getting it, you know. So that was kind of fun. So it's got all the things, you know. And then I tried to mimic that over here. I've got some little kids dressed up and ready to go outside. And they're like the snow angels, and you pull them and they just keep coming and coming, you know. And they're carrying the holly berry and ivy and stuff. I'm waiting to see if you guys can even see that. Oh, yeah, you can. And then a postcard with gold thread. That's like you can put stuff in here if you want to. Like a little pocket. Like that. And then this is the sheet from that stained glass pattern page back here. And then it's a flip up, you know, with the old book pages, Christmas book pages. So that's that. Kind of fun. That one's cute. And then here is this page with my little gal with the hat on and the ribbon, and I put some lace. And then it has the 2 holes in the bottom of that red paper with the squares on it. What is that, graph? And it's got the holes, remember I told you? So I put velvet, green velvet, and then like a Christmas tree with some, this one's on a pin, and this one's on a bulb pin. So they're kind of hanging down. So it's got several charms, really cute. And then I did here, I altered a, what is that, Rolodex? I just stacked up some sheet music and some Tim Holtz and glued it on there and made a little pocket, right? And then these are one of my, these were the, what are they called? Flashcards. And I was making those little booklets, but at the end, I don't know, I decided to make just some tablets on the back. So I just ripped up some stuff and just stapled it. So it's like a scrappy tablet with the cover, you know? I don't know. But I like these. It's fun layering. It's a little pine cone in December. And I like the holly berry and ivy mimic here. And I like the ticking. I'm using that throughout. So I just kind of like that. And then she's, you know, in the snow. It's supposed to snow tonight, so I'm so excited. I'm excited. I didn't really get any snow last year, so. So anyway, those are cute. And then the charms are hanging. And then this one has the little pine cones. I like that. Flip up 12 Days of Christmas. And it's got one of my rusty pins. But it's on the other side holding in one of my tags. I love this one. It's my favorite with the snow on here. And she's got mountains in the background. And I don't know. I just think it's cute. And then the holiday center. This is the center. I put green rickrack on here. And then I did the same on the inside. This is one of those ordering envelopes so you can order. So I made a big stamp with the rigid edges on the edges. And then it's just the leftover piece of the cardstock and some ripped paper of the scene pulling the sled with the, all the stuff, and then the kids, because it was kids. So I like this one with the frame. And then I just layered the kids inside and put the lace on the top and put my stuff over the top and sewed it with red thread on my cardstock from the sales. Kind of fun. Kind of fun. So I did that, and then you know how I always fold my recipe and my stuff, my papers, and let it hang out. So that's what I did. So this is a magazine sheet of peanut brittle tied with the bow in a cup, you know, and then the recipe's there, and it's just pretty, you know. So I just left it like that. And then I love these gingerbread hearts on the tree, and there's the recipe. I actually want to make these. And so Lovin' from the Oven, I just think it's so cute because it's got the recipe and stuff, and then she's got her big butt cooking. So I love that, and it says Lovin' from the Oven, and then you open it up and it's got just cute things, you know. Cute little things. Santa Claus Bakery, and it's got the ticket to go to the Polar Express and all that, you know, and all the little things, you know. So that's kind of fun. So you can stick that in there, and Lovin' from the Oven, and she's cooking and all that, right? And then I put these in so you can have some of the recipes for funsies. Like that. I love that. So cute. And then I just hung these on the side, the recipe cards with, it's kind of like sparkly. And then it has the little cookies charm on it. I just think that's so cute. So it hangs out. So you put the recipe on this side and then how to prepare on the other side. And I think it's got like three different little, and I just like the cookie jar. So I just hang it off the side so the charm hangs off the hangs off the journal like that. But it says Christmas cookies, and then it's the front to like one of those old books, you know, which I think is fun. One of those old cookie books, you know. So I left it so you could tuck this in, right? And then I just let it hang out like that. Kind of fun. So but it's actually a big pocket. And then the order forms, I love those. And then here is bread, cereal, pasta, kitchen and paper supplies, you know, other, you know, lists. And then this, see, shopping list, fruit, veggie, whatever, like for Christmas dinner or something. So I thought those were fun. And then if you needed like a bookmark for wherever you're writing, I just thought this was funny because it's like Christmas dinner table, you know, and it's cardstock already. So just use that around if you want to. And then again with the list on here, flipping like this, and then another tag you can write on the back. And then sheet music, copy stained. And then I just put a Tim Holtz wreath right there and stamped it in the back with the Christmas text. And then here's the two charms on the bottom. This is enameled bells and pearls. And then the couple here, I put snow on their hats and snow on the wreath and snow around. So that was kind of funny. I always like to put snow on them. I don't know, for Christmas I think it's fun. And then I just copy stained the index card and stamped it and put that on and hung the wreath because it's kind of like what they got is the wreath, you know. So it kind of like that, you know. Sneaking it in there. And then here's the lighting a candle Christmas tradition for Swedish Christmas book pages that I had. And so I just made that a little tuck spot right there, but you can open it up and it's one of those vintage cards, which I love. And it's talking about how lighting candles is a tradition. So I put candle lighting over here with the angels, and you get all the little papers here to write on. And then the candles on here, of course. I love the gold on here, and it's embossed. And then it says Yuletide greetings, and it has the candles, of course. And then I put I think this is a Tim Holtz, and this is from the magazine of the candles, and you can write on the back for tags. I just think that's fun for Christmas. And then you can put goodies in here if you want anything, you know, to store anything. And then here's the bottom part of that old time paper that I was showing you earlier. Kind of like the 1800s kind. So I made the little flip up out of it and a tag to kind of like match the old school kind of theme, you know. And then that's the cardstock from my sales, like that. And so that's your writing spot. And of course the dots come through. That's kind of fun. And then this is another one of the book pages from one of those old books. I don't know if this was the 1907 or 1930s one. I forget now, but it's two of them glued together, you know, sewn. And then I punched out and made my little pocket. And then there's a, you know, tuck in the back if you wanted to. And then another one of my little scrappy tablets from that video. Kind of fun. This is the only one I put like fabric on. The rest of them were because I just want to do paper, you know what I mean? I get into a mood. But this one I added some paper too, so I'm just sticking the paper in there because it's just like a scrappy tablet, and then just let that hang out. Kind of fun, like that, on that sage green. And then I just think this is funny because it's like ornament hanger. This is like a Tim Holtz thing, so I just stuck all this like vintage stuff on there from, you know. And this ornament's actually really cute. I debated keeping it and putting it on my tree. I still but I just think it's fun, so I put it in there. It's skinny enough you can take it out. It's just for funsies, you know, right now. Whatever. And then one of my rusty clips. And then again with the wreath and just your writing spots. And then I love this one because it's got the candy cane and the blue and, the green and red is just so bright. I love that. So that's a vintage card again, so you can open it up and see the greetings and the writing and stuff. And it does open up again if you want to write on it yourself. And then it will hold stuff in the back here if you want it to. And then I left it grungy paper hanging out, so you can use that for a writing spot too. I'm still making my journals to actually write in, so love my dot paper. And then here is the first page of 1934. This one says that Christmas book, Our American Holiday. That was the other book I used, so that was kind of fun. So I want to put that in there. Copyright 1907, it says. So that's just fun to have. And then this one I did the doilies in the background, coffee stained bag. And then this one says 10 dimes to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Quincy Orphanage and Home from Pennsylvania. December 18th, 1955, from Rodney Mayes. I don't know, but there's no dimes. But it's funny, and then it says this is for a bill or a check to stick it back there, and you can fill it with dimes, and I just let it hang out like this. And then I put one of the cute little tags in, and it's got a pocket in the back for the Santa cards. These ones for funsies. So this one's cute. That one has paper and fabric, so that was fun. And then that's it. And that's the last of it. So I listed it in my shop in Etsy if you wanted to go look. Okay, I appreciate you coming in. And in case you care, which you probably don't, and it's probably unprofessional in an Etsy video, but I showed earlier on my page that I was going to try this marbling on my nails. And it works so good, you guys. You gotta go look at the video that I posted on my page because it works so good and it's so easy, and look how cute it is. I just love this stuff I'm using at home right now. Oh my gosh. But anyways, okay, so we'll see y'all later. Okay, thanks for coming. Let's see if I can open this up. There we go. Okay, bye.